Hey, Onesie, I'm so glad that I finally get to write to you. I've been wanting my story to be told on your channel for a while. But here's my story. My name is Lynn, and I've been dealing with some weird stuff lately, and I think I'm being haunted by something. It started last year when my friend came over for a sleepover, and she'd gotten these ghost hunting apps on her phone. And of course, I didn't believe them, but I went along with it because it was something fun to do. After a while of messing with the apps, we got a lot of stereotypical responses that were most likely programmed into the apps. We eventually got bored and went to do something else. After a while, it was time to go to bed, and we slept in the living room after being asleep for a bit. I woke up to my friend getting up and heading to the restroom, thinking nothing of it. I sat there, trying to go back to sleep when she came back. We talked for a bit. Here's where it gets weird. But 5 minutes later, I heard the bathroom faucet turn on full blast. Keep in mind that I live in a small house with thin walls, so everything echoes and it can be clearly heard. So I got up thinking I was imagining it. But when I got to the bathroom, I was indeed correct on what I had heard. Weirded out, I came back to my friend and asked if she had left the faucet on. She responded no, and said that she for sure remembered turning it off. Confused, I knew it wasn't my sister or my parents because, for one, my parents have their own bathroom connected to their room and only use that one. And second of all, I knew it wasn't my sister because I would have heard the creaking of the floorboards and the distinct walking. After a while, my friend, then I just shrugged it off, thinking we could think about it more in the morning. Morning came and my friend had woken me up. We talked about the faucet, and after a while she told me with a nervous look on her face. Last night, I woke up around 4 a.m. to a weird feeling like someone else besides you had entered the room. And when I looked around, I saw a shadowy figure looking at you, standing right in front of you. I was too scared to wake you up, so I hid under my blankets. And when I checked again, he was gone. And I've been awake since then. Terrified, I tried to debunk it any way I could, but she was adamant on what she saw. When my parents woke up, we told them what we saw. But of course, they didn't believe us. Ever since then, I've heard weird things like my sister whispering, calling my name at night. And when I check, no one's there, and I've seen orbs and figures of white or black dash around my room and into the walls. Finally, I felt my bed compress while I'm laying down on my side like someone sat down right beside me on the edge of my bed. I want to tell my family, but I know they won't believe me, and I'm really not sure what to do. I'm scared that it will all escalate to be more violent. To be honest, I think we angered a spirit or something that night. My name is Celeste, and this happened when I was 11. To make things easier, I'm mixed. I look a little younger than I was and have coily black hair. At the time, I was homeschooled and I loved biking to the beach. It was around 9:30 in the morning and I was sitting in my living room. My mom called me on my cell phone. Hello. Hey baby, could you see about the living room and dining room? Also, I need to talk to you when I get home. Okay, mommy. I swept up the rooms and waited in the living room for my mom to come home and tell me what it was. She came in the house, told me to sit down. She then began to tell me my cat had escaped our house last night, had gotten hit by a car. To clarify, my cat was orange with a bit of a tuxedo pattern. Of course, I started crying. He wouldn't. My companion just got hit by a car. My mom told me his body was in the backyard, and I had asked to look. But my mom said no, you won't be able to get the image out of your head. I decided to look anyways. It was, as I'm biking home, I get the feeling someone was watching me, but I ignored it because I was already shaken up by the recent events, and I did not need that for myself right now. So I bike home, get changed, take a shower, eat dinner, and I go to bed. I wake up in the middle of the night to get a drink of water. I get pretty thirsty at night, so I'm walking to the kitchen and I look through the window. I see someone, a human, rushing through my backyard, rummaging through some things. My 11-year-old mind thought that maybe it was just an animal. So I get my water and I head back to sleep. The next morning, we were going to bury my cat. So I go outside to make sure that the shovel is in the backyard, and I go to check on my cat's body and it's gone. I am freaked out, panicked. Where's my cat? How did it disappear? I go into my dad's office and tell him, Dad, did you guys bury Jon Snow yet? No. Why? Jon Snow isn't in the box anymore. You looked. Speaker 1 well. Yeah. I was just looking for the shovel. My dad looked into the backyard and saw that the body wasn't there anymore either. He said maybe a hawk came and took the body for food. Now this has me thinking, was it an animal? Or did someone really eat roadkill? Hello, my name is Alex, and this happened to me when I was 12 years old. I live in Latvia in a very populated area full of people. I call my friend. We decided to meet up at a local park. It's very late, like 1 a.m. We get to the park. We walked all around this park, and nobody was in this park. It's not unusual since I live right in the center of the city. It's very populated, but I didn't think anything of it since it was one time. We were walking around and my friend brought a speaker and, well, we were bored. Since we were kids, we wanted to mess around and he played this funny sound effect in the park. We laughed, had a good time, and we walked for a few meters. Suddenly we saw this group of people standing in a weird position. I told my friend, it's like a group of drunk homeless men. We didn't see anything from them because it was so dark. So we went a bit closer, and of curiosity, we see these people. Bald bomber jacket, big black boots. They reminded me of skinheads. Skinheads are usually racists, and I was super scared because, well, I'm black. I told my friend, bro, let's get out of here. He said, why? I kept saying, no time to explain. We have to go now. He kept saying why, but I was saying to get out. I heard this deep voice shouting, hey kid, come over here. I was shocked. I froze. I didn't say anything, and they shouted again. I said, come over here now. I was scared. I didn't say anything. I looked at my friend, and he was terrified. When I looked back at them, they were running in our direction. I screamed, and my friend learned, and we were terrified, running away as fast as we could. We sprinted out of the park. We didn't see anyone in the streets, but we saw a cafe. It was a public place, so I thought there'll be people there. So we ran there before we ran into the cafe. I look behind me, and I see that they're still chasing us with this evil smile cracked across their face. So we run into this cafe, and nobody is there. We were bewildered. We wanted to find a bathroom where we could just lock ourselves in, call the police while we were locked in there. But we couldn't find the bathroom. We didn't know what to do. We looked behind us, and I saw that they entered the cafe. We were at the corner of the wall, and we had no other way to escape. We stood there. They ran up to us. One of them grabbed me, and another one grabbed. My friend were screaming for help, but nobody was in the cafe. The one who grabbed me had bloody hands full of scars and screams in my ear. Shut off. You will come with us. He kept screaming this in my ear. They take us out from the cafe, and they're pulling us back to the park. I was scared out of my mind. I closed my eyes and just started praying. I heard my friend crying. Then suddenly, I hear police sirens. These skinheads, luckily, just let us go and started sprinting away. We were terrified. We ran back home with fear, went to sleep. And the next day, my parents returned from their work trip, and we told my parents everything that had happened. My mom had the most terrified, strange look on her face when I described what they looked like. After about 4 hours or something, someone knocked on our door. We opened the door, and it's the police. They said that we were super lucky to escape them because they chased many other kids in the past. The police said they attacked people, kidnapped them, tortured them. I was shocked, shaking, and a fear at the thought of what could have happened. Watch the next part to know what happened next.